Giovanni called her Kane. She stood with the sterile stillness of a surgeon awaiting her patient. We all wondered what tool she was. He explained it simply. When you leave a witness, he said, you leave a malignancy. Kane is the surgeon who removes it. He described her method not as influence, but as an operation. A conversation where she isolates the target memory with chilling precision and then simply excises it. The patient is left with no scar, no sign of tampering, just a clean, empty space where a dangerous truth once grew. She is our final, most chilling instrument, a lobotomist for the soul. Giovanni finally introduced the fifth soul, Kane. He called her our surgeon. But a memory isn't a tumor to be cut out, he explained. It's a stain to be unwritten from existence. He said her work was like psychic ablation. She doesn't just take the memory, she follows every thread of it through the psyche and burns it clean, cauterizing the wounds with silence. The mind doesn't register a gap. It simply rearranges itself around a flawless new past. She is the ghost that walks backward, unmaking the history we leave in our wake. Giovanni didn't find Kane by looking for her. He found her by finding the hole she left in the world. It began with the Lisbon witness, a man with a 2-minute memory vacuum that baffled every agency. It wasn't amnesia, it was an excision. Giovanni spent years hunting not a person, but a pattern, other cases of perfect, surgical forgetting. He knew he couldn't track her, so he set a trap. Not with bait, but with a challenge. He sat in a museum with a file describing an impossible problem and waited. When she appeared, he didn't ask her name. He just presented the case. Her reply was all the confirmation he needed. The procedure is the same. He hadn't found an agent. He had located the most precise instrument on Earth. Giovanni showed us her work. He called it her portfolio. First, Monaco, a gambler who witnessed a murder. Kane talked to him, and the memory was gone, replaced by a pleasant evening. Then Zurich, a team of engineers who refused to give up their leader. Kane didn't touch the man, she just removed the memory of him from his entire team. They forgot their own mentor. The final case was Kyoto, an entire crime syndicate brought down because she met with its dying leader and surgically removed the single childhood memory of his father's love. The man's doubt became a poison that destroyed his life's work from the inside out. We learned that day she doesn't just erase events. She can erase purpose. She can erase relationships. She can erase a soul, leaving the body behind. We were wrong about Kane. We believed she was our cleaner, the one sent to wipe the memory of our targets. That was a fraction of her purpose. Giovanni told us the truth. She is not here to make them forget. She is here to make the world forget. You? After we strike, she descends. She doesn't just erase evidence, she erases our very presence from history. Every witness, every camera, every stray memory of our faces or our work is surgically, completely excised from reality. She is the final step. She is the one who turns us into ghosts. Because of her, our victories are absolute, for they were achieved by no one. We sat at the table, all 5 of us, with Giovanni at its head. The air was heavy. He told us our trials were complete, that we had each proven to be the apex of our craft. Then he revealed his true purpose. He hadn't built a team, he had founded a religion. We were to be his first captains. Our new mission was not to fight, but to teach to replicate our skills, to forge an army of ghosts, architects, and prophets in our own image. The training was over. And now, the true training was about to begin. We were no longer his pieces. We were to become the hands that moved thousands of new pieces across the board. When Giovanni called us his faculty, I watched each of their faces. It was like seeing 5 new universes being born. Ruda's eyes glazed over as she began drafting the blueprints in her mind. Marco's posture straightened. He was no longer a soldier but a general reviewing his future army. A flicker of a smile crossed Elena's face as she saw her web of information expanding to infinity. Zach leaned back, serene, a prophet who had just been handed his church. And Kane. Kane was perfectly, utterly still. It was the most terrifying reaction of all. In her silence, she had just agreed to teach others how to commit deicide on reality itself.